guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Jasmine the Show, and today's video I am super excited to talk about. So this video is going to be about a topic that I really feel like is important, especially for people my age, and people who are actually trying to move out of their wherever, parents' house, grandparents, aunts, wherever your situation is. I decided to come on here and talk to you guys a little bit about how I saved up for my first apartment, and kind of like things to think about, you know, when moving out and when moving into your place. So there are 3 things that I think that you should really think about when considering, you know, moving out and moving into your own, as far as saving your money and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna list or say all 3, and then I'm gonna elaborate on each one after I list them all. So the first thing I think you should think about when moving out, what you're saving your money for, and also think about how much you want to save up to pay for what you want to pay for. The second tip is thinking about how you're going to save that money. Thinking of a way or a system to start putting money aside so you can, you know, start working towards your goal. And the third thing would be giving yourself a deadline or a timeline as to when you can actually have that money saved by. Elaborating on the first one, what are you saving your money for, and how much you think you'll save? So using me for an example, when I moved out of my parents' house, I knew that I wanted to use that money to pay for everything. And what I mean by everything is I wanted that money to pay for my security deposit. I wanted that money to pay for my first month's rent. I wanted that money to pay for my renter's insurance for the whole year, as opposed to just like adding the renter's insurance to my bill each month. I wanted to just pay it off. I wanted to pay for, you know, pet deposits. When you have pets, you know, most hotels, what the hell? Most apartments require you to, you know, pay a security or a deposit or a fee for your pet. In addition to bills, I wanted to also save money to pay for my furniture, my couch most importantly, because I already had bedroom furniture from my parents' house. I really just wanted, and I already had a TV and a TV stand, so really that wasn't anything to worry about. I really just wanted a couch. That was the most important thing that I definitely wanted to save up for. Also necessities for the household, you know, like toiletries, utensils for the kitchen, pots, pans, you know, cleaning supplies, you know, stuff for the bathroom, stuff like that, you know, just basically things that you're going to need for your home, not necessarily that you want. And then lastly, I wanted that money to also pay for my decor, my decorations, things that I could, you know, put around my house and make my house look all pretty and nice and, you know, represent me. I wanted the money that I saved up to pay for all of that. So that, and because I knew how much I could afford for rent, and because I knew how much I wanted to pay for this and that, I knew how much I had to save up. That way, you know, when you move in on move-in day, everything's set. You don't need to worry about trying to, you know, wait for your next paycheck to pay for this and pulling from your regular savings if you have one to pay for that. You know, your money's already in a certain spot. That's why, you know, you saved up for it, because it's there. It's like, okay, I gotta pay for that. Cool, boom, I'm gonna go to my apartment savings. Like, it's that easy. The second tip is gonna be, how are you going to save that money? I actually did the 52 weekly challenge. And basically that's a challenge to get you to save money every week of the year. The most popular way to do it is to do it by singles. So for example, the first week you're gonna save $1, second week $2, third week $3, fourth week $4, and so on and so forth. I mean, you get the point. Basically, whichever week you're on, if you're on week 8, you're gonna save that amount. So at the end of the year, on week 52, you're gonna save obviously $52. So at the end of the year, you would have actually saved up $1,378. When I finished it, I was like, wow, I can't believe it's been a whole year already and I saved up this much money. The difference with me is that I knew that I needed more than $1,378. Like I said, I wanted that money that I saved up to pay for everything. So I knew that $1,300 was not going to pay for everything. So I said, well, why can't I just double that amount, you know? Instead of saving up $1,300, save up $2,700. So instead of doing it by singles, I just did mine by twos. So for example, the first week, instead of saving $1, I saved $2. The second week, instead of saving $2, I saved $4. The third week, instead of saving $3, I saved $6. The 8th week, instead of saving $8, I saved $16. The 20th week, instead of saving $20, I saved $40. You know, that kind of thing. So I just doubled the amount every week. So at the end of the year, the last week of the year, instead of saving 52, I saved 110. Or no, 104. Yeah, 104. So at the end of that year, I saved up $2,756. Bam! And that, to me, that was an amount that I felt comfortable with. I can actually work with that. I feel like with this amount of money, I can actually pay for everything that I want. That brings me to my next, actually last tip, is setting a deadline or a time frame. I gave myself a whole year to save, so I had more than enough time to save up more than enough money. I'm going to tell you guys how much I actually saved up. So at the end of the year, like I said, I saved up $2,756. I figured since I'm already at $2,700, I might as well add just like $200 to that to make it an even $3,000. So that's exactly what I did. I just took $250 from my savings, my regular savings, and I added it to my apartment savings. When it actually came time to move, since I had 6 more months to save, I actually had $3,500 saved up to move into my apartment, which was way more than I anticipated. So that's a plus. I came out on top, you know, and I didn't mind because, you know, the more the merrier. So actually when I moved into my apartment, I was comfortable enough to know that, like, whatever I pay for, I'm gonna be able to afford. I have $3,500. I can do this. On move-in day, I paid for my first month's rent, my security deposit, my renter's insurance, my pet fee. I paid for my first BG&E deposit for the first month. I paid my cable bill for the first month. I paid for my furniture, my decor, my everything in my house as far as decorations. I paid for with that money. My utensils, kitchenware, Tupperware, towels, washcloths, paper towels, toilet paper, cleaning utensils, toothpaste, cleaning supplies, bleach, detergent. Everything that you could think of that you're going to need for your home, I paid for. With the challenge, you don't realize how much money you're actually saving because it's in such small increments. Like, it's not like you're putting $100 away every week. You're putting in 2, 4, 6, 8, and obviously, you know, it increases, but you're starting out so small and you don't realize how much that adds up. So like when the end of the year comes, it's like, wow, I saved up all that money. That's really all I have to say. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks, guys.